Welcome to Lesson 6 of Month 6. As a Tier 2 tech, you'll spend real time on email threats, because that's how most attacks land. In this lesson, we'll cover the baseline protection that comes with Exchange Online, the Defender for Office 365 add-ons on top of it, and most importantly, the practical workflow you run when a user reports a phishing email or admits they clicked a bad link. This maps directly to the MS 102 exam and to your day job. Let's set the scene. Most attacks against a company arrive by email. Phishing tricks a user into handing over their credentials. Spoofing forges a trusted sender so the message looks legitimate. Malware hides in an attachment or a link. And business email compromise, or BEC, is that convincing message from a so-called CEO asking finance to wire money urgently. No single filter stops all of these, which is exactly why Microsoft stacks protection in layers. The baseline layer is Exchange Online Protection, which everyone shortens to EOP. Every single Exchange Online mailbox gets it automatically. EOP handles anti-spam, anti-malware, anti-phishing with spoof intelligence, and connection filtering by IP. Think of it as the floor of your protection. It's solid, but for modern attacks you usually want more on top, and that's where Defender comes in. Microsoft Defender for Office 365 is a paid add-on that layers on top of EOP. It comes in two plans. Plan 1 gives you safe attachments, safe links, and real-time detections. Plan 2 adds automated investigation and response, attack simulation training, and advanced hunting. The Tier 2 lesson here: always check what the tenant is actually licensed for before you promise a customer a feature they may not have. 2 flagship features. Safe Attachments opens every attachment in an isolated sandbox and watches what it does. We call that detonation. If the file misbehaves, it never reaches the inbox. Safe Links rewrites every URL and rechecks it at the exact moment the user clicks, which we call time of click protection. That matters because attackers love to send a clean link and then weaponize the destination after delivery, which defeats a one-time scan at delivery. Policies decide what actually happens to suspect mail. Anti-phishing policies add impersonation protection and mailbox intelligence. Anti-spam policies set the spam action and your allow and block lists. Anti-malware policies control the common attachments filter. You can read all of these from Exchange Online PowerShell. Connect with Connect-Exchange Online, then run get-anti-phish policy. Get into the habit of inspecting policy before you change it. When a policy blocks a message, it lands in quarantine. As Tier 2, you review the quarantine, release genuine false positives, and decide whether end users can request release themselves, which is controlled by quarantine policies. So when a user asks why they never got that newsletter, the clean fix is to release it and then allow the sender or tune the policy. Never, ever disable protection tenant-wide just to fix one stuck message. Threat Explorer, sometimes called Explorer or Real-Time Detections, is your investigation hub. You can search every message by sender, subject, URL, or detection verdict, and crucially see who else in the org received the same campaign. Your users help you here. The built-in Report Phishing and Report Message button in Outlook feeds submissions that you triage in the Defender portal under Submissions. Encourage users to use that button instead of forwarding. Here's the workflow that turns panic into a process. First, contain, ask whether they entered credentials, and if so, reset the password and revoke their sessions immediately. Second, scope it. Use Threat Explorer to find everyone who received the same message. Third, verify what safe links actually blocked or allowed. Fourth, remediate, purge the message tenant-wide and block the sender or URL. Finally, document it and escalate to security if the blast radius is wide. Contain, scope, remediate, every time. Let's recap. EOP is the baseline protection on every mailbox. Defender for Office 365 Plan 1 and Plan 2 add safe attachments and safe links on top. Policies decide what happens to suspect mail, and quarantine holds what's blocked. Threat Explorer lets you scope a campaign, and your users report threats with the built-in button. Your task: in the Defender portal, read your tenants' safe links, safe attachments, and anti-phishing policies, run get-anti-phish policy and get-quarantine message and exchange online PowerShell, and write a short 5-step triage note for a user who clicked a phishing link. See you in the next lesson.